And welcome. This is a new channel where we discuss about sports, mainly hockey and football. Why? Because I like those two sports. Yeah. So we're going right into it. So, in the National Hockey League, the Stanley Cup playoffs are about to begin, and in my favorite, it's one of the favorite times of the year to watch hockey playoff hockey. It's always great. It's always fun to watch, and with the playoffs rolling around, I want to make my predictions and let me know what you guys think. So, we'll start off in the East right now. There will be a video every day, once in a while. So this is a new channel. Please subscribe. We'll start off with some videos. First thing we'll kick things off. We're going to start off in the East right now. We'll start in the Metro. First place up in the Metro, is the Washington Capitals, 85 points. 85 points. Second place in the Metro is the Penguins with 85 points as well. And third is the Philadelphia Flyers with 81. Washington has 13 games left, Pittsburgh has 11, and Philly has 12. In the Atlantic, Tampa first with 100 points, Boston in second with 96, Toronto in third with 89. Both Tampa and Toronto had 12 games left. Boston has 14 games left. The wild card stands right there. It's basically those three teams at the bottom of your screen right there. First wild card right now is New Jersey, 80 points. The first wild card. Columbus has the second with 79 points. Florida sitting outside the playoffs but very close with 75 points. Now, New Jersey and Columbus both have 12 games, while Florida has... Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. Well, Florida has 15 games left, and then there's your bottom: Carolina, the Rangers, the Islanders, the Canadiens. Those are teams that are basically gone at this point. They can still make it technically, but I don't think they will. Shit. Sorry about that. Let's go back. Anyway, so that's your Eastern Conference. If this load. That's your Eastern Conference. Now in the West, I find it's a little bit more big in the West. Out West, by the time I'm filming, it is Thursday, March 15th. But by the time I collect these stats on my paper, it was the 14th, so things could be a little bit off. So, Central Division will start there. Nashville Predators first with 100 points. Winnipeg second with 92. Minnesota third with 85. Nashville 13 games, while the Jets and the Wild both have 12. In the Pacific, Vegas first with 95 points. The Sharks second with 85 points. Kings with 82 points with third. All have 12 games left. The wild card right now is Dallas with 83 points. Colorado with 82 points. Dallas has 11. Colorado has 13. Teams sitting out right now are those three right there. Anaheim with 82 points. Calgary with 80 points, and St. Louis 79 points. Calgary and Anaheim both have 11. The Blues have 13. So I have to mathematically do this correct in order to get this right. So we'll start off in the West. See, honestly, right here, right now, on my stats, I had Anaheim. I think this and San Jose are the only differences. San Jose now has 85 points with 13 games left, but on here I had them at 83 points, and the Ducks, who now have 82, I had them at 80. I'm still gonna go the way that I have. And out East, I don't think there's really any changes there. Yeah, there's no changes there. Yeah, there's no changes out in East, but out West, it's just those two small teams. So start out West. So Central Division, we're starting off with Nashville. They have 13 games left. I have Nashville going 10-3 their last 3, and going with finishing off with 120 points. Now these are my predictions. Probably totally different than yours and what's going to end up happening for the playoffs. So bear with you. The Jets, who's second place. I have the Jets ending out 9-3, finishing with 112 points. The Minnesota Wild, I have them only going 6-6 their last 12, only ending out with 97 points. So, nothing has changed. Nashville first, Jets second, Wild third. In the Pacific, I have Vegas going 10-3, but see, they lost that game. I think, yeah, Vegas as well. They played an extra game, so it's still possible that they can go 10-3 with 115 points. Oh, no, that's not. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. San Jose, I find them going second. They're going to end up 8-5 with 99 points, and the Kings in third with 98 points at 9-3. Finishing off at 8-4. So once again, Pacific hasn't changed. It's very close though. At the Preds. So it's Predators. Right now, Predators have only 8 points separate. They end up once again with 8 points. Minnesota honestly does drop a lot. They fall out 15 points back from Winnipeg, even though right now they're only at 7. And the Pacific right now, the Knights have a 10-point lead on the Sharks. They end up with 6 points, and the Kings will just be right behind the San Jose Sharks in the end. Wild card. Right now, Dallas has the first wild card, Colorado with the second, and then Anaheim, Calgary, and St. Louis. I go by the teams that are not going to make it. The worst team. Oh, I didn't put them down. Shit. Wait. Give me a second. Okay, I have them right here. No, I lost it. Okay. So, the worst team that did not make it in the Western Conference. This might be surprising. Sorry, we'll go with the first wild card. Sorry. The first wild card ending out right now, second right now, Colorado is second wild card. However, I have Colorado finishing 8-5 with 98 points. So I have Colorado jumping from second seed in the wild card all the way up to third in the Central. So Minnesota does drop out of the Central Division third spot, but could still land a wild card. The second team to make it is the Anaheim Ducks. Yeah, the Ducks, who are currently just outside. They're tied with Colorado. But I have the Anaheim Ducks. I have the Anaheim Ducks finishing out 9-3 with 98 points. So the Ducks, I find, are going to move up from that spot to a wild card position right now over Minnesota. So Minnesota's outside the playoffs right now. Talk about the rest. Then Calgary will be the closest team to miss the playoffs in the West. Calgary will end up going 8-3, but that won't be enough because Calgary will be 2 points shy of the playoffs. They'll have 96 points. The Blues will be the second closest team to miss. They'll finish off 7-6 with 93 points. And then Dallas. The question now is Dallas in there or is Dallas out? For me, the Dallas Stars will be not going to the playoffs. I have Dallas finishing off 4-7, 91 points. The thing with me for Dallas is this. You can see right there their road record. It's just not the greatest whatsoever. And it's showing right now. I mean, they lost to Montreal, of all teams, and Montreal is my favorite team. And they lost to Toronto last night in a shootout. It's just Dallas. I don't think Dallas can do it. So I have your playoffs for the West. Nashville goes from 100 to 120. They remain first in the Central. Winnipeg goes from 92 to 112. They'll remain... Oh, that's not right. Whoops, sorry. Winnipeg actually with 110 points. They'll finish second in the Central. Third place, Colorado. They were the second wild card at 82 points, but they'll jump up to the third seed with 98 points. The Pacific Vegas Golden Knights, they jump up 20 points from 95 to 115. They'll remain first. The Sharks will jump up 16 points. They go from 83 to 99. The Kings will go from 82. They'll jump up 16 points and they'll go to 98 points. The wild card will stand. The Minnesota Wild drops. They go from the third seed in the Central to the second wild card, 85 points to 97, while the Ducks go from the first team missing the playoffs to the first wild card with 98 points. Now, I know what you might be saying. How come the Kings and the Ducks, what the hell, they are tied, but Kings have less games, and even if they were tied, I think that's going to stay how it is. So that's your West. I have Dallas dropping from the first wild card to being the third team missing. I have them going from first wild card to where the Blues are right now. The Blues will move up 1. Calgary moves up 1. The Ducks will move up 2. The Wild will go down 2. Colorado will go up 1. And the division will stay the same. Now, in the East, we'll start off with the Metro. I have, in the end, Washington Capitals finishing off 8-5, finishing with 101 points. The Pittsburgh Penguins finishing off 7-4 with 99 points. See, I don't think that's even possible anymore. Sorry. Flyers are going to go 8-4. They will have 97 points. So, still the same. In the Atlantic, I think this one's pretty much set. Boston could still catch up, as you can see in there. I have Tampa Bay finishing off 10-2, going 120 points. Boston going 9-5 with 114 points. Toronto 8-4 with 105 points. So once again, I think the divisions where they are now, I feel like that's going to stay the same except for Colorado. Don't think any changes are going to really happen. As for the wild card, now the wild card is big. Right now, the wild card stands New Jersey, Columbus, and Florida. New Jersey is going to go 6-6 and then with 92 points. Not really good there. Columbus won't do good either, as Columbus will go 7-5. Yeah, sorry. 7-5. Going 7-5 to have 83 points. So Columbus will jump to the first wild card. New Jersey will go down to the second, unless for Florida. Florida, in my opinion, Florida will finish off 9-6 with 93 points. So Florida Panthers are, in my opinion, going to make the playoffs. Because you see right now, they're 4 points back from Columbus, but they can easily be ahead because they have that 3 games advantage. So, Washington went from 85 points to 101 points, gaining 16 points to stay in first. Pittsburgh goes from 85 to 99, getting 14 points, remaining in second. Philly goes from 81 to 97, gaining 16 points as well. 16 points and staying third. Tampa gains 20 points, remaining in first. Boston gains 18 points and stays in second. Toronto gets 16 points and remains in third. So, and the wild card, Columbus goes from 79 to 93, gaining 14 points. The Panthers going from 75 to 93, gaining 18 points. The Devils going from 80 to 92, only gaining 12 points. So, in my opinion, the playoffs will be out west. The first seed, Nashville Predators versus the wild card 2, Minnesota Wild. Second seed, Winnipeg Jets versus the third seed, Colorado Avalanche. The first seed, Vegas Golden Knights versus the first wild card, Anaheim Ducks. Second seed, Sharks versus the third seed, Kings. And in the East, the first seed, Lightning versus the second wild card, Panthers. Second seed, Boston versus third seeded Toronto. First seeded, Washington versus the first wild card, Columbus. Second seeded, Pittsburgh versus the third seeded Philadelphia Flyers. So, out west, a couple changes. Colorado goes up, Minnesota goes down, Dallas will drop out the playoffs, and out east, Devils will drop out, Florida gets in. So here's my full-on predictions. Start off in the west. Predators, Minnesota. I got the Preds sweeping the Minnesota Wild in 4 games. Obviously, that's the sweep. Nashville's moving on. Minnesota is just to my opinion, it's a tough team to predict. Like, look at last year. Best year in franchise history. Yet they lose in 5 games to St. Louis. Where, let's go back to like 2014. They were the second wild card, maybe one of the worst teams in the playoffs that year. Yet they somehow beat the best team in the West, the Colorado Avalanche. And I think Nashville is just going to be too good of a team for Minnesota. Just have too much on their hands to handle. I think Nashville will sweep them. Winnipeg Jets versus Colorado Avalanche. Some people might say it could be an easy win for Winnipeg because Colorado, right? But I think this will be a tougher series than you think. I think the Jets will take out the Avalanche in the end, but I think it'll be a 6-game series. Colorado, they're a young team, but I think they're just getting too carried with Nathan McKinnon, and I just don't know, if they can do that much more, and I don't think Colorado can. They'll try their best, but they won't be able to beat the Jets. Vegas Golden Knights versus the Anaheim Ducks. Now, I like Vegas a lot. They are honestly the number one story this year, to be honest, in NHL. The problem is that they're going up against the Ducks. I know the Ducks right now aren't the best, but I find the Ducks, to me right now, for the West, they're my dark horse team in the West. They're a good team when they can be. And I feel like that's going to happen, and that's what they're going to have to face. And Vegas, I mean, it's their first year, and Anaheim, as much as I like to say Vegas, I want to say Vegas moving on, but because of them having to face Anaheim and not, like, Minnesota, I think the Anaheim Ducks will beat the Vegas Golden Knights in 7. So I think it will be a close series. I think it could go either way, but that's what I think. And the Battle of California, San Jose versus the Kings. I'm taking the Sharks in 7. Round 2, Predators versus the Jets. Now this will be an interesting series, and I will love to see this series happen at home. As you can see their records at home, I mean, just amazing. Also, the Preds on the road, they're good, but like, look at those home games they have. Man, oh man. And you see right there, the Predators beat the Jets last time 3-1. I just think it's going to be an entertaining series. And I think the Predators will walk off with another win in this series in 7. I think it just relies for the Preds on experience. I mean, yes, I know they had their 1 year last year, and they really didn't have a lot of other years the years prior. But the Jets, did they have? They had their one playoff berth in 2014. When else? So I think the Jets are just don't know what they need to do yet. I think the Jets could be a Stanley Cup contender or Stanley Cup champion further down the road. San Jose versus Anaheim. I think the Sharks won't be able to deal with the Ducks. The Ducks, I think, will be just too good for them. I have the Ducks taking out the Sharks in 6. Western Conference Finals rematch, Predators, Ducks. Now, this may shock you. I'm going to take the Ducks in 7. Rematch from last year, basically roles swap. The Preds last year were the wild card team, while the Ducks were the first seeded team, right? I think the Ducks, when they win, when they start rolling, I think they will be hard to beat, and they know what they need to do to beat Nashville, to be honest. They have the experience, they know what it's like, they won the Cup back in 2007, they made the playoffs, conference finals a couple of times in the last couple of years, so I'm going to take the Ducks in 7. The Ducks will represent the West. Out East, Lightning, Panthers. Lightning are going to sweep the Panthers. I mean, Panthers, they made it in, but I think they'll just be too exhausted at how much they had to play to get in, and not just to get in, but then they had to go on to face freaking Tampa Bay Lightning. That's not going to be a welcome to the playoffs for the Panthers. I think the Lightning sweep. Toronto, Boston, a rematch from 2013. I think this will be an entertaining series. I think Toronto's going to win this. I mean, not because I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan and I hate Boston more than I do Toronto, but I think Boston's got the older team. Yes, again, they won the Cup in 2011. They made the finals in 2013. But I think Toronto's just a young team. I think Toronto's going to outgun, outplay, and outspeed them. But I think it'll take 7 games. I think Toronto will do it. Washington, Columbus, the Capitals will sweep the Blue Jackets. And then Pittsburgh, Philly. #1 series to watch, in my opinion. Battle of Pennsylvania. I will always love these two teams facing off. I got the Penguins taking out the Flyers in 6. Moving on to round number 2. I'm just going to quickly go through this now. Tampa will take out Toronto in 6. Washington will finally take out the Penguins in 7. However, though, they will lose in 5 to the Lightning in the conference finals. Stanley Cup Finals to me will be Tampa Bay versus the Anaheim Ducks, and I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Lightning in 6 games to beat the Anaheim Ducks. So, let me know what you guys think of that. Let me know what you guys think of this channel. Please like and subscribe. Put your comments down below on what you guys think will be the Stanley Cup. Who's going to win the Cup? Who's going to be in the finals? And more to come. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.